versus Lamont Roach. The moment has come for the official introductions for tonight's main event. Once again, we go back inside the ring. Here is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in Brooklyn, New York, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the PBC Pay-Per-View on Prime featured attraction, brought to you by GTD Promotions and TGB Promotions in association with Pro Box Promotions and sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. This bout is sanctioned by the WBA. President in attendance, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, along with the New York State Athletic Commission. The executive director is Matthew DeLaglio. Introducing our three judges scoring from ringside, from Connecticut, Glenn Feldman, from New York, Eric Marlinski, and from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Introducing our referee in charge, our third man in the ring, Steve Willis. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, it's prime time! Introducing to you first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing green trunks, hailing from and representing our nation's capital of Washington, D.C. He weighed in at the lightweight limit of 135 pounds. With a record of 25 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, he has 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, he is moving up in weight as he attempts to capture his second World Division title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's challenger, the current WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, introducing Lamont, the Reaper Roach Jr. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, tonight's defending world champion, wearing green camouflage trunks. He is fighting out of and representing his home of Baltimore, Maryland. He weighed in at a trim and ready 133.8 pounds. He is undefeated in his tremendous campaign with a record of 30 wins, no losses, 28 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the popular superstar of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the hard-hitting, 5-time, 3-division world champion and the current undefeated, reigning and defending WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta Davis. Once again, our referee in charge is Steve Willis. Now to give instructions.
Here we go. Okay, gentlemen, you're both receiving instructions in the dressing room. I want you to obey the commands and protect yourselves at all times. Right now, we're going on the low on the green. We're going to go low underneath the black. All right, got it? Tackle up. It's going to work.
Steve Willis, referee for Gervonta Davis. Well, you know, the sport of boxing isn't about who throws the most. It's about who lands the right punch at the right time. Davis, a master of that science. But for Lamont Roach, he knows that when it comes to beating Davis, it's not about just skill. It's about flawless execution under constant pressure. Roach Jr. believes his IQ is sharper than the #2 pencil. But he'll need more than wit to withstand Davis's precision and power. Round number 1.
And the big question here, Mo, and I think we all want to see, is if Tank Davis is going to start fast.
We know the answer.
I know.
Well, if you want to look for some areas Roach thinks he has advantage, one thing he said is fighting on the inside. His quote was, "We're going to see if Tank is really an inside guy in this fight."
Been well chronicled. First 3-4 rounds. Davis downloads that data like an AI-generated knockout artist. And for Roach, it's going to be up to him to, does he elect to take the fight to Davis? Does he wait for Davis to come to him?
One thing you can say about Roach, he has never looked in better shape coming in. Looks big, looks strong.
Yep.
Confident, I mean.
And we talked about it, Brian Custer, all of us saying, you know, for most opponents, it's like that Mike Tyson effect. You walk to the ring, dead man walking. For Roach, though, familiarity. They've sparred a lot. Yes, they faced each other in the amateurs. And Roach is a champion. He holds a title. He may not have been on this stage before, but he knows what it takes to be a champion. And tonight he wants to make history.
Well, when you come back from defeat like he did in his first title bout against Jamel Herring, which he said created this persona of the Reaper, and you come back and put together the run that he has, that is a champion in form right there. Let's see, though. Familiarity has brought Roach, but too much confidence against Tank is a recipe for disaster.
Knowing Tank Davis, I doubt he listened to Blue Oyster Cult's "Don't Fear the Reaper," but that's the sentiment that I'm sure he has going into this fight. 1:15 left here in the opening round, and yes, a cautious start.
Yep. IQ right now from Roach. We know he's really smart, taking in data right now, trying to read Tank Davis and not trying to let Davis read him.
Might not be surprised that with 2 minutes gone, Davis has yet to land a punch.
Well, this is Roach kind of forcing Davis to take the lead, which is an interesting strategy.
That's what we talked about. But there's that tension. You need to cut it with a chainsaw with a Tank Davis fight. It says the one on his trunks, and yeah, he is the one to sell out arenas coast to coast.
He's also the one to add interesting tattoos, creative designs. How about the red letters "Pain" on the top of his forehead?
Post Malone is jealous.
I like what Roach is doing right now, and I know most of the opponents that David has faced the first 3-4 rounds are always, they're pressuring, they're winning the rounds, and right now Roach putting that pressure, being smart with the pressure.
Well, if you're Roach, you can't be afraid if the crowd boos. That might mean that you are controlling the terms of this fight.
Well, he's been compared to Mike Tyson. Might as well get those face tattoos as well. And there we go. 1 of 12 for Davis, 3 of 17 for Roach.
No, I don't need that hook. That one right there. That one right there. One more, man. All right. Give it, sir. Okay.